So this is first-time homebuyers part 2. Before we get started on anything as a first-time homebuyer, we need to start saving money. And that money is going to be used for your down payment on the purchase of the house, okay? And so there's a couple different options when going to purchase a house, all right? You have a conventional loan, you have an FHA loan, you have a rural development loan, and those are pretty much, there's a bunch more, but those are the main ones that you typically see used when it comes to purchasing a house. An FHA loan is a government subsidized loan that is typically the down payment is only 3.5%, and that is 3.5% of the purchase price, okay? So if your house was $100,000, you would pay $3,500 to close on your house, okay? And that's a very big estimate. Things do change. So going forward, you have the FHA, and then you have a conventional loan. A conventional loan is typically seen from 10 to 20% of the purchase price of the home. Okay, but on that, you typically get a lower interest rate than your FHA loan. The interest rate on an FHA loan, because they are giving you a break, that them being the government is giving you a break, they charge you a higher interest rate for the life of the loan. So a conventional loan, you'll typically see a lower interest rate, but you have to pay more upfront. So say you buy a $100,000 house, you either have to pay $10,000 to $20,000 for the down payment, and that is collected at closing of your house. The coolest one of them all, though, is a rural development loan. And here in Arkansas, we actually get to take advantage of that rural development loan quite often in a lot of different parts of Arkansas. A rural development loan is a loan that pretty much the government just covers your entire down payment, and it's to develop rural areas, pretty much is the gist of it. And so we see a lot of that in Arkansas because Arkansas is a rural state. Editing Dakota here. Hi, thank you. As you can see, I look nothing like this video, but I did want to add something in this part of the video. One big loan that I forgot to mention is a VA loan, and a VA loan is available to all of our active or retired military veterans. You guys get access to 0% down payment for your house as well. If you don't know any information about that, talk with your loan officer about that as well. And also something I did want to put in there, any of these loans are available to have down payment assistance, and I would also ask your loan officer about that to take advantage of those programs. All right, back to it. Those are the three main types of mortgage loans that will be presented to you by your loan officer. And pretty much just knowing that up front and knowing that you do need to save that money before you even come to me as a real estate agent is key, because it's not cheap to purchase a house. We all know that. There's all kinds of things out there to help you purchase a home, and I want to be clear on this. It is not impossible to purchase a home, especially just a lot of people think that it is impossible for me to get a home. It's impossible for me to get a home. Well, I purchased my first home on a $28,000 salary. Okay, it was not an expensive home. It was a $120,000 house. However, I was able to do that alone. I had nobody else on the loan, and so it all depends on the bank, who you go to, what your credit is, and all that kind of stuff. And those are things that we'll be covering in the next parts to come.